No.
Hello everyone and welcome to Saturday Night Music Club number 25, filmed in downtown Scottsdale, Arizona at the Record Room Record Store. A huge thank you, as always, goes out to John Rose, the proprietor of the Record Room. Thank you, John. So tonight we're going with a really fun theme, 80s pop, and we're going to start things off as usual with our trivia game. So I came up with some questions focusing on 80s pop music and 80s pop culture. Dream Pop Jesse is not in attendance tonight. Neither is Robert, so it's just these three guys that are going to be going head-to-head on these questions. So let's get things started with Brent. Remember, 2 points if you get it right. If you don't get it right, it goes to the next person.
Wait, Dream Pop couldn't be here because he had a
Pop
splinter in his neck or something.
Yeah, he did. His big splinter, apparently. So he had 2 points if you get it right. 1 point it goes to the next person if you get it right. No one interrupting. Okay. Here we go. Let's start off with Brent. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah. All right. Brent. This type of pant was popular in the 80s with the hair metal crowd and still remains popular in the James Todd scene.
James?
James.
Jinko jeans.
We're in the 80s.
That's the 90s.
Jonathan.
Acid wash jeans.
Oh my God. Spandex.
Oh.
Jeez. Okay.
Since you said my name, I should get it right.
Question number 2. I know. It's real popular in your scene. James Todd. What is Madonna's last name?
Oh, that's Chacon or however you.
That's 2 points for James.
Man, James is gonna win this one. I know.
Okay. Jonathan, are you ready?
Ready.
Here's a good one for you. In 1985, a large group of musicians assembled to record a song as a charity single for Africa. Hang on. That song is We Are the World.
Oh. Yeah.
Who were the two people that wrote it?
Oh, I know
Whoa.
this too. Oh.
I need both names. No one interrupt.
Quincy Jones and Bob Geldof.
No. Brent.
No. Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson. I don't know.
James.
Quincy Jones is one, isn't it? No.
I'm not gonna tell
You can't tell
And
either.
then wouldn't it be Michael Jackson's the other?
We're awful at
But
this.
Quincy Jones actually produced it. Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie.
I was half right.
Good question.
Dang it. I was half
Good
right
question,
too.
though. Good question, wasn't it?
It was.
Okay. All right, here we go. That takes us to Brent. You ready, Brent?
I'm ready.
James is going to wish he had this question.
He's probably gonna get it.
What city does Prince come from?
Oh, that's easy. Come on. I know
Minneapolis?
Minneapolis. 2 points for Brent. What do we got in the scores now?
10 to...
I got 2.
2. You got 2 right or just 2?
2 points.
2 points,
I
okay.
got 1 right.
All right, James, this goes to you. You ready? Here's some 80s culture. 3 U.S. presidents had terms within the 1980s. Name them.
Oh, this is easy. Carter, Reagan, and then Bush.
That's correct. 2 points, James Todd. All right. Jonathan.
Yes.
This late professional wrestler portrayed Cyndi Lauper's father in the Girls Just Want to Have Fun video.
Oh, I know. Easy
Easy E?
he died, right?
You can't have a hint.
Did he say he died? The late?
Late. It was right in there. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to baby feed that.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
3.
His name's Lou.
2.
Lou.
1.
His name's Lou. I don't know his last name.
Brent. 1 point.
Is it... Oh, what's his name? The guy goes, oh yeah!
No,
Slim Jim guy?
No,
3.
I don't know.
1.
I can see his face.
That doesn't count.
It's not Coco Beware.
Yeah, you're done. You're cut off.
It's not running chipper. It's I think you are right. It is Lou.
It's Lou something.
Yeah.
Lou
Faringa.
No. Captain Lou Albano.
Oh, yeah,
I was close. Come on, man.
What?
This is Jeopardy. I totally get that.
Yeah, right. We're the Turk Ferguson over there.
We're
Okay.
awful at trivia.
Okay. So,
We've done better
all right. So
than any other.
this goes to who's this go to?
James.
James. You ready, James?
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's an easy one for you.
Wait. Was that one yours originally?
Yeah,
that was.
me.
Oh,
Oh,
Brent.
damn,
All right, Brent,
no,
you ready?
this one should be mine.
Yeah.
Brent, what year was the first commercial CD released?
Oh.
81.
Nope.
I don't know.
82.
82 is correct. 1 point for James. All right, so James, your question now.
Well, it's weird because see, that's
Here you go, James. You ready?
kind of a trick question.
This album, I did some research on that one. This album, released in 1982, is the highest-selling album of all time.
Thriller.
2 more points for James Todd cleaning up.
Ha!
All right,
That was
Jonathan,
like
are
the
you
easiest
ready?
One.
Jonathan,
Yes.
speaking of Michael Jackson, who played the guitar solo on "Beat It"?
Oh, that's easy.
Slash.
You got that? I got to laugh here because that came out in '82, and Guns N' Roses album came out in '87. So I didn't know if it was
No, I
Slash
it
was
was a
a
joke.
session musician back then or what? Okay, no, incorrect. Brent.
I know who wrote that now. I was just joking.
I have
He
no
was
clue.
joking. James. You
He
guys
doesn't
are bad.
You're awful at trivia.
Eddie Van Halen.
I knew that.
Okay, so what do we have on the scores? I have 1 question left.
I have 2.
2.
I'm winning. So
Yeah, he's winning. He's got like 5.
Okay, here we go.
Tiger's
Last
bad.
question. First person to name it, just yell it out.
Winning.
But don't try to yell it louder than everyone else. You ready?
Well, you have to so you can hear it.
Well, I mean, we don't want to get crazy where you're all yelling it 5 times like you usually do. Okay, what was the best-selling game for the Atari 2600?
Pong.
What?
No.
Yes.
I
No.
was gonna say. Oh, what?
Joust.
No. Keep
Sonic the
going.
Hedgehog.
Keep going.
Sonic the
Keep
Hedgehog.
going. Just keep naming them.
Centipede.
Tank.
These guys are bad.
Pac-Man?
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm sure everyone out there was like Pac-Man immediately when they heard me ask that
Well,
question.
it was like, it was
All right, so James Todd is the champion.
He said Pong, so then I was like, wait.
He
Good job, man.
is the
I don't know.
champion.
job.
I'm definitely not,
Okay.
not a gamer.
All right, so 80s pop. It could have been anything that was on the radio, hair metal to straight up pop music, new wave, whatever. 80s pop.
Whatever.
So we're gonna start things off with James Todd. Show everyone what you brought.
So I have a story. That was it.
Of life.
I enjoyed that
Story of life.
I brought.
It changed my life.
It did.
It's changed my
This
life.
actually album did change my life.
Oh, no way.
It's a true story.
No way.
My sister was born. Wait.
While you were listening on record.
You screwed me up.
She's
sister was born in
she's
April.
older, and she's older than him.
My sister was born. I was listening to Papa Doug
No, my
Free.
sister's birthday. You screwed me up. Anyways, she got this. I was 7. She was 14. She was just turning 14. I remembered her opening this album on her 14th birthday and looking at it and just having my mind completely blown
Just by the cover.
pretty much by the cover. It was like raw sexuality. It was crazy for my 7-year-old mind. And I couldn't like.
It's intense.
I don't
Let
even
it
remember
go.
when I was 7. How do you
No, I remember.
that?
This
He does.
There's 3 albums that I remember very, very distinctly. This is one. Purple Rain is the other. And then Queen album that I can't think of its album title right
Niagara
now.
Opera.
No, the one with the robots on it. And the blood.
Something more. News of the World.
Yeah, News of the World. So I brought Madonna's True Blue because it changed my life.
Jonathan, what'd you think? True Blue. Let's hear it.
Yeah, it's nostalgic for me as well. You know, everyone knows these songs. Who could
What kind of
How many
beverage?
for you?
What kind of beverage did it strike you
Pina
as?
Colada?
It's like
Pina
something
Colada.
I'm sad we didn't get to hear La
La
Isla Bonita.
Oh,
We still
man.
can when we go back inside.
Okay.
Yeah, La Isla Bonita.
Like,
So,
do that.
yeah, what else? What other feedback you got on it?
You know, remind me of the
Tell.
love affair between Sean Penn and Madonna.
Yeah.
You know, song Live to. Was that song?
Live to Tell.
Live to Tell. That's deep. Give it a 2.
2? Okay.
Yeah.
Steve
Yeah,
like neighbors.
you know, like James said, it immediately brought back memories of me. I was flooded with. It was like June 1st, 1987. My older brother, he graduated high school, and we went to Pizza Hut afterwards. And I remember on the jukebox, La Isla Bonita came on, and so that's like one of my favorite Madonna songs, even though he didn't play side 2. But Live to Tell.
Yeah, was that side 1, which I played?
Well, yeah. I was, yeah. You just interrupted me before I was even going to say anything. So, Live to Tell is classic, one of my top 3 favorite Madonna songs.
Was your sister born?
But White Heat is total filler.
Oh, yeah.
Downtown Scottsdale, Friday and Saturday night. Yeah, crazy out there. So I gave it a 3. Yeah, Brent.
You just give it a 3?
I did.
Wow, he loved it.
I did.
Wait, oh yeah, 3's
I have
good.
it.
What did you give it?
Brent.
2.
What? You guys all suck. Except Brett.
Thanks.
Whoa. Wow.
Well, now,
Well, now you already gave it.
well, I gave it a 1 because it did not change my life.
It should have.
And I judge all of your records on whether they changed my life or not. You only get a 3 or a 1. I never give you 2s, if you notice.
My criteria for tonight, as I shared with Brent earlier, is how it made me feel.
Yeah.
And that made me feel good.
High 5. James. Okay.
Thanks, James.
Yeah,
Give
you
it to
know,
Jimmy
honestly,
Jimmy.
I've never been a Madonna fan. Like, I don't know, I like female vocal 80s pop stuff, as you'll see coming up, but like, I don't know, I just
So
never
we got a
liked
1.
Madonna that much.
All right, James, your
Yeah.
score was a 6.
Sweet.
All right, I went second then, and I brought this one. I knew exactly what I wanted to bring. That was the first thing that came to mind after Jermaine Stewart, but I think everyone thought I was going to bring Jermaine Stewart. So I brought this record because I think these songs really take me back to, like, I don't know what grade.
Is it when you had the hair down to here and you were on the little...
On that little bike?
Yeah.
No, it was like
And
maybe
at the
like
playground?
5th grade, I'm thinking. But Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual. These songs, something about... the first song is a cover, Money Changes Everything, which is my favorite song in that one. But Girls Just Want to Have Fun. There's something about that song that's always made... It's always, even though it sounds fun, it always kind of sounded sad to me. And then Time After Time is also great, and it makes me think of Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I brought. Brent.
Gave it a 2. It also made me think of Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. I actually like this record. It's a good one.
Right on. James Todd.
Actually, I've never actually heard the album in full, or I just know some of the hits, and pretty much all of side 1 was hits.
Wait, did you
There
buy
was-
this?
You did.
I was gonna get to that.
Oh, I did that to
Thanks
him
for
last
ruining
time
it.
too, and he said thanks for ruining it. So we just did that 2 months in a row. Good.
So,
You deserved it.
Yeah.
so I ended up actually buying it mostly because there's a Prince cover on there.
Was it When You Were Mine?
Yeah, of When You Were Mine, which is actually one of my favorite Prince songs as well.
Surprised you didn't
So-
bring Prince record.
I was going to, but I thought it would be too
Predictable?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Jermaine Stewart.
Yeah.
So I didn't. There was actually a couple of other albums that I thought about bringing, but I didn't bring.
Just keep going on this one.
But so I bought it and it sold, and I'm the new proprietary owner of it. So I'm happy.
John
Thank you,
Rose is no longer the proprietary owner of it. I gotcha. Makes sense. Okay, Jonathan. So what was it, a 3, you, James?
Yeah, I give it a 3.
All right, Jonathan.
Yeah, I dug it. And you know, I haven't heard that song "Girls Want to Have Fun" like for a long time, and I listened to it, and it reminded me of like it seems like the last Arcade Fire album, Reflector, was influenced a lot by that song. They had a lot of like the same kind of instrumentation going on, and it's interesting because I saw Arcade Fire perform and cover "Girls Want to Have Fun" with Cyndi Lauper in New Orleans 3 years ago, so it was pretty cool. But yeah, it was fun to listen to. I give it 2.
Lying. Your wife
I'm
a couple
serious.
weeks ago posted a video on Facebook of you having a pajama party, dancing around your living room to Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
And his pajamas had footy.
Feet. They had feet
They had
on.
feet.
They
He
did.
had footy
A little
pajamas.
trapdoor in the back.
Are you guys talking about this?
Did they really?
Yeah.
He told you.
I think they
totally
were-
did.
weren't they having a
He's-
pillow fight?
So embarrassed.
He was having a pillow fight by himself.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys just brought that
Man,
up.
now I gotta get on Facebook. Maybe it's on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
my record ended up with a 7. All right, that takes us over to Brent. You were next.
I brought Katrina and the Waves, played side 2, Walking on Sunshine. It's the first song on there. It's
All right, James Todd, what'd you think? Katrina and the Waves. We all knew what you thought.
Yeah, they kind of figured out what I thought in the beginning. It was mostly because it was the only one I wasn't really rocking to that much. But I felt like
you not
Walking on
walking on
Sunshine was
sunshine?
more like walking in diarrhea.
Whoa.
And I've now termed
That'd be
them.
a hard walk.
I've now
Nasty walk.
Ew.
termed them Katrina and the Shiz. So So I basically disliked life during the time that this was being played. So
Wow.
I give it a 1.
Extreme.
Yeah.
Jonathan, what'd you think?
Yeah.
And what kind of a beverage would you compare it to?
I would compare it to a
Diarrhea beverage.
maybe
X-Lax.
Yahoo? What
a
was that
tequila
drink?
sunrise.
What was that drink?
Tequila
Yahoo?
sunrise.
Tequila
Yeah, I would tequila sunrise. So it got nostalgic by this album as well because I remember hearing this song in the movie Look Who's Talking when I was a little kid and I loved it. I remember watching that movie over and over again.
Was that-
whining it?
Was
you know,
that
during
done by
movie.
the same guy that did Problem Child 2?
This
I think so. I don't know.
John-
Anyway, they
Jonathan-
had like a.
Jonathan danced the most in
He
this
did.
record.
Oh wait, hold on.
And
And
doing some weird chicken dance.
Yeah.
Seriously.
They have some like I don't know. I was thinking some line dancing or whatever. You didn't catch me on camera.
Afterwards, he was
Anyway.
like, I want chicken fingers.
if you can see this, he is dancing
What?
right there.
Stop it. Anyway, so if you guys remember, there's a montage during Look Who's Talking during this song. It's
Problem Child
amazing.
2.
Look Who's Talking.
He's
check
still
it out.
dancing.
And yeah, so it made me feel good, so I gave it a 2.
I like that it made you feel good.
Look what I wrote down. Made me feel good. Seriously. I gave it a 2. When that started up, it was like high fidelity in here. I mean, it was like Brent put it on. It was like the exact moment. The only thing missing was Dream Pop Jesse. So I gave it a 2 though. I like the ballad on there. There was one song in particular that I didn't really care for that much, but and that's the only song I ever know by Katrina and the Waves is Walking on Sunshine. So yeah, so I gave it a 2. Good one, Brett.
Thanks.
So your final score is a 5.
I get the low score.
Yeah, you get the list. All right, that takes to Jonathan. You had the last record of the evening.
So I brought Devo, Freedom of Choice, has great single like Whip It, Girl You Want. Biggest hit of their career with Whip It. So yeah, I brought this.
All right, so I enjoyed the Diva record. It made me feel good. My criteria for tonight, I gave it a 3. Brent, what'd you think of Devo?
I gave it a 2. It's Devo. It's fun. It was good. Everything fit well together. I think
it was a good.
it was a good fun night.
It's good, but hold up your records, everyone. Let's take a look here. Let's show again once what everyone brought. James can't even get it right. He's so overwhelmed by that cover.
I love her.
Okay, so James, what'd you think of Dio? Devo.
Devo.
Dio.
Almost brought
Same
Dio.
thing.
Almost brought Dio.
Actually, another strange thing is I've actually never heard this album in full.
What?
There was actually, I never really got into Devo much when I was younger or anything like that. So it was actually interesting because some of the songs I didn't even actually know that they even did do that were done. So it kind of did blow my mind a little bit.
Okay.
I know that everybody's always said that this is the more poppier, like synth poppy album, whereas the other ones are a little bit more punk rock and stuff.
I think this is the one that got him called New Wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a huge MTV
Huge.
video hit.
Which I never really liked that much punk rock and stuff like that, so I never really got into them. But I actually thought that this
What'd you hit that score up with?
I actually really kind of enjoyed it, and I gave
A
it
lot of
a 3.
actuallys in that sense. You gave it a 3?
Well, 'cause you
Actually, he's a
interrupted me.
nerd.
I like how he's accusing me of interrupting. Did you hear
He's
that?
the king of
Yeah, all
interruptions.
sensitively. Did you see that? Look, he gave me like
Yeah.
a puppy. Shut your
I think he squeezed the tears out. He said
He
it.
did. He squeezed something out. Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, is that it?
That's it.
All right, John, you ended up with an 8, so you were in the lead with an 8, followed by me with a 7, James Todd with a 6, and Brent with a 5.
I think that 5 might be the lowest score ever.
Yeah, because there's only 3 scores per count. So that takes us then to James Todd wanted to end with a story. He had something he saved up for you guys he wanted to tell you.
How someone saved your life?
Go ahead, boyo.
I have a couple of life-saving stories.
No, it was one of the what band was it? Save Your Life?
I don't really feel like telling this.
You gotta tell the
Do you
story.
need to go in front of the podium here?
Yeah, go in the front, and you have to tell the story.
It's gonna be pretty dramatic.
Well, if you got his life saved, what is?
So, I want to do a reenactment. Pretend that this broom is me. Okay? Here I am, pretend this broom is in a car and it's driving. As you can see, I'm a magician and I'm able to let it stand. Now, what happened is I ended up getting a flat tire. So now broom is going to fall down a little bit like this. Well, in this, said band, which I won't name because I don't want to get in trouble for it, came and rushed to my aid. And them seeing me trying to push my car over to the side of the road. Well, it was a couple of dudes that were in the band.
Okay.
Pushed this car to the side of the road, came to my help. I had a girl with me too. She was an old friend. And,
So it's Kate?
no, it wasn't Kate. It was an older friend as well. So anyways, they're like, hey, do you guys need some help? And I was like, yeah, can you help us move the car over to the side? And they're like, okay. And they're like, what are you guys doing? And we're like, oh, we're actually going to go see this band play at the Nile basement. They're like, oh, funny, we're actually playing that show. So, do you want us to just take you there? And I was like, okay, sweet. So they took us there, and then we got into the show for free, and we got to see them in the Nile basement. So
How is that saving your life, though?
because if not, I would have still stayed like this.
Yeah,
But
it was like
because of the fact
I don't think you would have. You probably wouldn't have.
I was
tried,
able
though.
to stand, all because of them. And now forever, I thank you.
Let's listen to the band.
That's some crazy shit.
I'm leaving.
All right.
Thanks, guys.